The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
Well, me, I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy. Got some new tech. Can you tell?
Yeah, I'm looking at your tech. It's so sick, dude.
It's buttery.
Gone are the days where the microphone was a desk guy. Now he lives on this cyber robot arm that I can make go all over.
Yeah, now you have a mic
place.
buddy.
I've never felt more like daddy than I do right now.
And you mean our daddy, not just
Our
like the
personal
state
dad.
of being of like,
Not the way internet people say it, like I don't know, a sexy older person.
Santa Claus.
I mean it. We'll come back to that. I mean it like I mean it in the way that God intended it when He came up with the word daddy.
Yeah.
When He was like, I'm your daddy. I shower you with gifts. Enjoy these loaves of manna. Enjoy this copy of Secret of Mana that I got at the local electronics boutique.
Enjoy this
big gamer.
box set of Hannah Montana.
Yeah, when he rained down Hannah Montana down on the Pilgrims. Been a while since I've read the old Bible, but that doesn't change the fact that I got brand new tech. I'm very stoked about it.
Any
Can I tell you
hiccups?
guys about a weird?
Yeah.
You guys are more sort of tech savvy than I am.
Well, that's not true, but at least for me. But go on.
Well, in terms of recording gadgets and gizmos, I think that you do take the cake.
Yeah, I've got
turn
plenty.
that light up, Juice. Pot that light up for me, buddy.
See, didn't
It
that
is a
better?
little bit dark.
I can see my
It
vortex
is so much
t-shirt.
better. I got a thing that's supposed to make the microphone louder and cleaner. And I'm not going to say the name of it because I will disparage the brand. And it could be a me problem and not a brand problem. But I plugged this doohickey in, and it introduced a loud hiss to the recording. And I said, that's unacceptable. And I reached over to fix it. And when I touched the box, it started to play radio station. At first, I thought this was in my mind.
Yeah.
I thought that it was like a Pete's mom brain plate that maybe I had a big soccer
There's a lot of
accident.
references for this because I was going to say like Lucille Ball and her fillings when she talked about being able to get like government CIA wiretaps through her teeth.
When I was a kid, I read a book. It was like a beginning reader chapter book about a cat who, when he brushed his teeth, he could read minds and get radio stations.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
See,
thinking about
there was
whatever it
also
takes to
the
get
Are You
cake.
Afraid
Hey,
of
I've
the
never
Dark?
been able to track this book down before, so if I could use my bully pulpit for a second, if this
Yeah,
rings
sure,
any
sure.
bells for you, because I'd love to track this one down. It was in the same vein as like, can you teach me how to pick my nose? Or
Yeah.
the Bubblegum Monster. Remember the Bubblegum Monster?
Bubblegum Monster,
Or Kid
sure.
Midas.
Geronimo
the one about
Stilton.
the kid is everything.
Kid
except for
Midas
the
is
chocolate.
fucked up, by the way.
It's a fucked up
sucks.
book.
It's a fucked up book. But I was also going to reference the Are You Afraid of the Dark episode where the kid's in the hearse and he listens to the radio station for dead people. And it
Don't
allows him
act
to
like
sub-
this show is winding down, by the way. We
Yeah.
got references for another 10 years. Do not worry about
Yeah,
it.
easy. They made a lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark? But
There was
anyway,
a lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark spaghetti at the wall of just like, is this anything?
Yeah.
He's in a giant pinball machine. Is this anything? How's this
Yeah,
get
it
you?
is. Sick.
So like this could add a new cool. You know how on like Daily Show, the British Daily Show on HBO. Like,
Yeah.
you know how they do, sometimes they'll just like pull the newspaper out and they'll be like, oh, you'll hear something. And then they'll like do jokes about that.
That does always feel a little graspy to me, by the way, when they're like, we forgot to write anything. Let's just look at the headlines.
At the newspaper and do jokes. It's yeah, I mean, they are overpaid Hollywood elites. But
Thank you.
I was thinking maybe this could be fun for us. I can't control what the radio station's going to be, but I could just sort of pipe it in. I think it comes out of my mouth when I touch the box, and then like you guys can listen and make jokes.
Okay, why don't you touch the box now, Griffin, and see what comes out of your mouth?
I've removed the box. I removed the box. The boxes.
Oh,
the
see, I
boxes.
thought we could play pretend for a moment.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, let me touch the box. Today in baseball news, we got a big home runner coming at you from the state of New York City. Derek Jeter's back, and he's got a big bum 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 bum. Traffic time. It's 10:18 a.m. Eastern time, and the Brooklyn Bridge is very crowded.
So you're getting
Don't
a lot
take
of
that
New
one.
York radio.
Bum, 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 bum. Even more bigger breaking news. Nintendo World Store at 30 Rock having a big sale. Gotta get down there. They have half off Mario's, and Donkey Kong is bum 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 bum. This GD traffic, guys. The Brooklyn Bridge.
It's rare that you hear a triple
studded
breaking
with
news
cars.
interruption on the same program.
The big problem with
But
this show is
enough about the traffic. I just want to hear more about Derek Jeter's triumphant return to base. Bum bum bum. Yeah, it was great. Every time he got up there, he scored a point.
He got up sometimes when it wasn't his turn.
The problem with this show is that if one of us is laughing while the other one is doing something, they're legally mandated to keep doing it, even when there is no more meat on the bone. They're just chomping on
Sometimes
bone.
there wasn't meat on it to begin with.
Yeah, but
then you're just gnawing.
if it's working for somebody,
But at the center of the bone is where the marrow is, and restaurants charge like $100 for that stuff.
That's an excellent point.
If you chew on the bone long enough, even sans meat, you're gonna get to the good stuff eventually.
that's our new tagline for this show. My brother, me. Just the marrow.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's interesting.
just the marrow.
But no, you misunderstand, Justin. The marrow doesn't come from outside the bone. It's not ever going to be just the marrow.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put up with a lot of, like 55 minutes of 3 men gnawing, and then maybe 5
And then
good
maybe
marrow.
marrow.
Then a minute of marrow, and then 4 minutes for ads and announcements.
Sounds like a good deal. I'm so glad
It
you're
sounds like a good
sounding.
show.
We now Griffin is continuing his streak of using a different mic from Travis and I just to be special
Yeah.
and unique. But
My voice wasn't made to be condensed, guys. It needs to be. I have a more sort of dynamic personality,
See,
I guess.
my voice simply must be contained
Yeah.
for the safety of all. This is not what I sound like in real life. This is only what I sound like in microphones. In real life, it's
No.
so good, you guys.
It's like listening to the Lord speak.
Yeah,
when
and if I
Travis
do
is-
it without Metatron there to like facilitate, which is what I call my microphone, then
Yeah.
everybody's ears would bleed because it would be so buttery good.
and beautiful.
And I don't interrupt when I'm not on microphone. The microphone makes me interrupt people. Which
when we
vouch
say
for that.
Travis has the voice of an angel, we mean it in a sort of menacing way,
Yeah.
like a menacing, dangerous way.
and I can't have that on my conscience anymore.
No,
this is an advice show. I want to try to help more people today because I feel like the holidays are coming up. It's good to be of
Yeah.
service. I want.
they're very close when this episode. We were recording this one well in advance.
Yeah.
So the holidays are even close. Like people are going to think there's a deficit of candle night spirit. It's not that. We're just like almost 2 weeks out. So
I recently moved into student housing where I share a flat with 18 people. Own room, bathroom/kitchen are shared.
What a giant flat.
It's a big.
that's a
flat.
huge flat.
Wait,
Since
are you the only one with their own room? Is it 17 people in one room and you?
That's fucked up, man.
Since I arrived late, all the others got to know each other and started little traditions together. One being brushing their teeth together every night.
Oh.
I like that
That's
actually.
a lot of people.
That's
do
a lot.
that
It would be a
with.
loud sound. Just the sound of 18 brushes going at it would be
Yeah.
quite loud, I think.
It would vibrate the whole building if you're using even the gentlest quip.
Yeah, sure.
It's been 3 weeks and they haven't invited me yet.
Mm.
To brush?
I don't even know how it started. My question is, how do I get invited to their toothbrushing club? Do I ask outright or should I show up without saying anything? And that's from At a Loss in Amsterdam. And this says, P.S. There's only 2 sinks. and the group is around 8 people, so it will be crowded. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay, this is different.
Wait a minute.
This is different.
You've changed it with numbers. This is why I don't like numbers. Is that I thought I was following the plot pretty clearly here, but the numbers at the end suggest that this is a rebel faction.
Okay, is it possible? I want to take a second. Is it possible that this person mistyped the initial 18 because that is
So
quite a
many
lot of people sharing a
It
bathroom and
has to be.
kitchen? Is it possible? But then they did specify later the number again, which they had previously said.
Yeah.
If it's student housing, we could be looking at more of like a dorm scenario where it's a larger
dorm
building.
floor. Yeah. 2 sinks for 18 people. I'm just gonna say
That's
it
untenable.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's a lot. What the amount of stuff your body makes in a given day that even when you put it in the right, holes that go into the ground, like the amount of residue. I feel like I've lived with 2 other people before with a kitchen sink and a bathroom sink, and neither one of them was acceptable. Was acceptable in the eyes of the Lord or anyone who ever saw it either.
You know what this situation reminds me of?
What's that, Trev?
It's Terrace House. I always think about
Yeah.
this of like the initial 6 always like have time to like bond and do shit together. And then
Yeah.
like if you're the next person who comes in and you come in and like, so, you guys do a thing. Oh, okay, cool. Can I do? No. I can't do that. You guys already do the thing.
I would be tradition guy. I would show up and be like, I've been watching on TV and I've got some great traditions that I'd love to start with everybody.
Yeah.
What do you think is the worst case scenario of you just like rolling up when you see them getting ready to do it and you just like bust out your toothbrush carrying case and you like open it up and you assemble an elaborate toothbrush and you start brushing your teeth with them unbidden?
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is that they all turn and then they take their toothbrushes out and then they stab you with them.
Yeah.
That's like worst. I guess that's the worst possible thing that could happen. Just below that, I would say, is all 8 people stopping their toothbrushing exercise looking at you with a blank expression like,
And the
what
foam
the fuck
still in their mouth.
What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Like, that's even worse. This is our special perversion. It is what it is. I think that it's weird to think that this perversion of wanting to brush your teeth in a group also has the limitation of but not more than 8 people, or else it's too wet, wild, and yucky in
Maybe
there.
this is an accountability thing.
Ooh,
Because sometimes
Yes.
when it's late at night and maybe I've been having a good time and I'm feeling a little relaxed.
partying. Yeah.
Sometimes I want to cut loose a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm 42.
Yeah.
So for me, that cutting loose may be like, I'll get them in the morning. You know what I mean? Just like a little treat to myself. Like you're already comfy. You got your 2 wrist braces on for your carpal tunnel already. You got your sleep mask with the Bluetooth in it because you're like a baby, like that needs to be plugged into the Matrix. And maybe I just
got your super sloppy ASMR piped in.
Yeah, I
to
got
the
my weighted blanket for my anxiety. And I'm just,
yeah.
I'm not gonna unhook. I'm not gonna disengage from the sleep pod.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lay down, your head hits the pillow, and then you remember like, there's a load of laundry in the washer. I need to switch it. And then you're like, yeah, I'll wash it again in the morning. I'll just run it. It'll be fine.
That stink comes out. The stink always comes out.
I think here's what you do. Next time that all 8 of them are brushing, you go and brush your teeth in the toilet. Not like using the toilet water. Don't
that's
be
cool.
gross. But like they're brushing, it looks crowded. You get like a quick rinse, and then you start brushing and spit in the toilet.
Kneel down over the toilet or standing up looking down into the toilet.
That's a really good question. And
straddling the toilet backwards using the reservoir in the back. Obviously, Griffith.
Obviously.
That's the cleanest water in the whole toilet.
I think with 18 people, you need to look for every opportunity you can find to stand out and be memorable.
And then
if maybe you're the one who every time you go into the bathroom to brush your teeth, you stand over the toilet and peer deeply down into the bowl like you are seeing some sort of...
Like you're scrying.
Some sort of suspended memory or future vision.
The hope would be that they would look at you and say, like, you don't need to do that.
Come on in.
Come on in. Come on over.
Scoot over, Jerry. But
this is my spot. I didn't want to crowd. There's like 18 or 8 of us already in here.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to crowd you guys. So I'm actually fine in the toilet, and then make them want it because they hate that. They hate what you're doing.
And just show off all your elbow room.
Yeah, listen, guys. Someone's got to brush your teeth in the toilet.
We can rotate out if you want, but you're gonna have to fight me for it.
Yeah, I love you guys. I've only just met you much later than you met each other, and I know you guys love each other and don't have that for me, but I love you, and so I'm willing to be the toilet one. I'll stand on. I'll take that cross and put it on my.
And
shoulder.
I know you guys ate my Wagyu beef. Admit it. Admit it.
I know you ate my Wagyu. That was special Wagyu.
Did you use oil? You don't have to use oil.
It's special fatty Wagyu. Hey, we're making a lot of deep terrace house.
Yeah, we should move on.
This episode. How about a wiki how from the wizard? For this one, we got to jack into the computer space.
Click.
And this one's for gamers. Is a timely gamer.
This is our second gamer. This is another gamer one, right? We did. Wasn't last one about how to
shit talk?
How to shit talk in gaming.
Well, holiday season is when everybody gets the Xbox from Graham.
The hand-me-down Xbox. I've used up all the noobs.
Don't fuck up my KD.
I've got a 10-year Morrowind save on there. Don't touch it, dipshit. This one's how to create a Pokemon.
What?
And I think they're talking about the individual monsters, not how to create your own franchise, like how to have the next.
But this is like how to create your own whole cloth Imagineered. Yeah. There's already so many of them.
Yeah, there's like 900 of these fucking guys, but that's not, for some people, not enough. Also, a lot of them don't count. A lot of them have only appeared in one game, and then Game Freak and Nintendo were like, these are keys, guys. Somebody took Pokemon and made them out of keys, and they're like, that one's not coming. Put that one in the Disney vault. We're not going to do the keys one again. This is just a big garbage bag, guys.
Griffin, is there in Pokemon the concept of extinction? Like this? Oh, that Pokemon went extinct. Well, there is, right? Because there's like the fossilized ones, right?
Yeah, but then they can just plug them back into a cool machine, and then humanity's blight upon the planet can just be reversed.
I just don't know how I'd feel about them announcing one day, like, well, there's no Pidgeys in this game because they were overhunted to the point of extinction. We fought with them too hard, killed them all.
Can you blame us? Okay, so step one, choose what type of Pokemon you want, like fire, water, grass, etc. Keep in mind that better designs come out of more unique types. For example, there are no poison/steel types.
Really?
Steel is immune to poison. I mean, when did this article come out? It was updated a month ago. So
mine will be psychic poison.
Yeah,
they rot your mind away.
Ooh, I do like that. How about this is good. We can kind of polish it up over the course of the question. Justin, what kind of type is your Pokemon gonna be?
Sorry?
This is gonna be a fun bit that Justin does where he pretends like he doesn't know.
Griffin just listed off a bunch of them.
Thunder. Thunder. Shock?
Thunder type.
Thunder type.
Emo Thunder
Shock type.
Which is also my basketball name.
Okay.
I didn't even want to make that shot.
Oh, did we lose?
Who cares?
I don't care.
Mine's just normal.
Buckets or whatever.
Mine's a normal type. Think of something you want the Pokemon to portray. Ghastly is based on gas. Piplup is based on a penguin. Don't let this limit your creativity, however. A Pokemon like Skarmory is modeled after armor and a bird. Obviously, but there are nuances in its design that aren't over the top and make it look unique, yet still like a Pokemon.
I think I want to style my psychic poison one after just like a friend who's kind of a bad influence.
Okay. So this would be continuing the grand tradition of Pokemon who are bipedal humanoid sort of.
Yeah.
Just kind of guys.
Just a Pokemon that you really need to justify to your friends a lot before you pull it out. Just like, no, once you get to know this Pokemon, I promise he's cool, man. Like, I know at first it's hard to get to know him, but trust me, he's a good guy. Underneath all that, he's a good guy.
I know when I tap the button on this Pokeball, it's going to look like a dude just comes out of here. And that's going to be fucked up to see. I'm not going to lie to you, but it is important to know it's not a dude. It is a Pokemon. His name is Ted. And he does eat human food.
Yeah.
But he loves it in here. He loves it in these little guys.
I watched a TikTok on the McElroy family TikTok channel, and it was a clip from a MBMBaM, and it was about Pokemon. And I watched the whole TikTok, and it was just you guys going off. And I kept waiting. I was like, all right, when's J-Man going to bring the thunder? You know what I mean? Usually he comes in, he's sitting back like a sniper.
Oh, it was... Yeah, one of those where you waited to the very end to come dunking in like Shaquille O'Neal.
I watched the whole TikTok, and then it started back over again, and I didn't get a hand on that.
Maybe you will the next time you watch it.
Maybe the second loop.
Yeah, you know, for the frequency with which we discuss Pokemon in this show, it is wild to think only 2/3 of us have any interest in it, and of those 2/3, only one is a passing interest.
And what's infuriating, to continue this triune Venn diagram, Justin actually knows shit about Pokemon, but he plays a character on TV that doesn't.
Honey, I swear to God to you, I won't pretend. I don't. That part, I have played them, but like, you've driven, right? You've driven around. Sure. Is there a drive, but when you lived in Austin that you made constantly, right? Like, you've driven past this, like, abandoned pawn shop, 3 times a day. Yeah. What does it look like? It's like, I don't know. I've shuffled that off. I've made room for it with other things. I don't keep it.
But to continue the analogy, though, if I'm driving past this abandoned pawn shop, I would look inside and see you kind of just like squirreling away little treasures into your shirt and be like, oh, Justin loves that pawn shop.
I paid my daughter to play the new Pokemon game, so I didn't have to play it for besties. Thank you.
Okay. Choose a name for the Pokemon. Justin, you're excused from the bit. If you want to go...
No. I want to continue with the bit. I feel bad. I don't have cool stuff to say. That's all. I feel guilty.
Well, just take the stuff that Travis says and then try to put your own sort of twisted, skewed, fucked up view on it.
Yes.
My Pokemon's name, my psychic poison problematic friend, is named Dougbater. Because it's a combination of Doug and the fact that he likes to debate everybody about everything.
Oh, I like that. And he comes out and he's just like, Dougbater.
Yeah.
Like, what? Dougbater. This dude only says his own name. Oh my God, guys. I'm so sorry. This is my Pokemon, Dougbater. He got out again. I swear to God, he loves it in here. He's got a little home gym. Dougbater.
Yeah, I actually have my degree in urban planning. I have a master's in it. Oh, Dougbater. Why would you... I mean,
nobody has to argue. He's arguing.
You don't need to insert yourself into this, Dougbater. He just said that he has a master's in urban planning. Dougbater.
Draw what you want the Pokemon Dougbater to look like. Do it.
Dougbater just always has one finger up and he's going, Dougbater.
Oh, that's good. One moment. He's
like a squished Ruffalo, kind of. Like if you take Ruffalo, you know how Ruffalo's like perfect, and you just squished him, kind of.
Yeah.
You squished him down.
Like a Ruffalo that's a copy of a copy of a copy of a Ruffalo.
Multiplicity Ruffalo.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. It's when you squish him down, does he keep his dimensions, the ratio?
No, more like one of those hydraulic press. Well, once again, to reference TikTok videos, is you put Ruffalo in there, but you stopped about halfway down. So there's just a little bit of Ruffalo coming out the sides.
Don't let it go too far, or else Ruffalo will momentarily disappear and then shoot up in an incredible Ruffalo cone that is indiscernible from...
Hi guys, we wrapped 1,000 rubber bands around this Ruffalo. You won't believe what happens next.
And ask yourself this: do you want the Pokemon to evolve, or is it a non-evolutionary or legendary?
No, Dougbater never changes.
No,
he does not have the capacity to grow.
I like that because then in a future generation, we can decide to add a pre-evolution of Dougbater.
Yeah,
that's just called like Doug,
yeah,
or Dougie Bater. And then when he grows, Dougie Bates gets old and becomes Dougbater. And then maybe he has a third evolution where he becomes Dr. Douglas Bader.
Yeah. Now, to reach that point, you do have to introduce the Rogan Stone. The Rogan Stone will force the evolution into Dr. Douglas Bader.
Think of the moves it can learn. I can help you guys come up with... I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's Poison Tail. He probably can't do that one.
That's one.
Tail Whip I like. Dougbater just shakes his little booty around.
Shakes his tushy.
Just shakes his little tushy. I like that.
Dougbater, use mansplain.
That could be a psychic type move, except it's not one, and I would love us to.
So I can create Dougbater from whole cloth, but the idea of creating specialized moves irks you.
The problem is you could create a specialized move, teach it to Pikachu, he becomes godlike. Like there's one that you could give Pikachu a move that would make him invincible.
Use eat other Pokemon.
God, I wish I'd said it. A Pokemon other than Pikachu. I mean, it's just like. Just any other Pokemon would have been great.
Here, I'll give you
so much funnier.
Why don't I tell you some, and then you say some out loud? We'll get some good takes, and then Rachel can like chop and screw it so that it sounds like you know good ones. So Garchomp.
Don't say it like you're at a French restaurant trying to get the waiter's attention.
Garchomp. Pardon-me, Garchomp. Is this supposed to be room temperature butter? Because not loving it. And if the baguettes are not coming soon, lay tip may be affected. Garchomp.
That's good.
So this is a Panera bread.
Sorry, say again. Cup holder.
Cup holder.
It was a Pokemon. This is good. Yeah. This is a Pokemon.
It's fun in the space.
It's good. Okay, I think it's good in here. Let me duck my head through this curtain and see if there's anything. It's a Pokemon that has cup holders built into it and just walks around with you and carries your drink.
Now, can it do hot drinks?
Cut out. I can't hear it. Your sound must have
cut out. Can it do hot drinks, Justin?
What? It can, but you could see it wincing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's good. And he can pop out of his ball. Is there a cooler one?
That would be cool, too. What about, like, ice chest? But it stores your drink. It keeps hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold.
I like the idea of just a cup holder Pokemon that pops out and he's like, Chevrolet Equinox. And it's like, this is my Pokemon, Chevrolet Equinox. And then Dougbater gets in and drives the other Pokemon. Dougbater, this doesn't make any sense.
And he holds up his license. Dougbater.
All right. And then the license says, license. It's a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's good too.
It's Pokemon all the way down.
Let's just do this lightning round real quick. If you want extra credit, add catch rate to Dougbater. Real quick, just a number.
1.
6.
Okay. Gender ratio.
100%. 100% male, and he's gender. Insistent on that.
Yeah. Announces it loudly.
Yeah.
Wow, Dougbater is a rough customer. Species
when they
name.
Ask him for his pronouns, he says, I'm all dude.
Yeah,
it's the worst. It's the worst.
Okay, Pokedex number.
69.
Yep.
Yeah, egg groups.
What?
Justin, this one's you? Justin, what's the egg group?
Farm raised.
Hatch time.
Always a party.
Height, weight. And then I guess this last Q&A, it does say, can I sell my Pokemon ideas to the company? You can try. They may not do anything with it, but it's a good idea to share anyway. So,
I'm open to it, by the way. If Nintendo's listening, and I know they are, and they're like, ooh, I like Dougbater, challenging ideas, I'm willing to sell Dougbater for a premium.
I'm already having an anxiety attack thinking about being at a live show, and I'm going to look for my a Lime scooter to get home on, and I run into a listener who's at the show, and they pull back their hoodie to show off their Dougbater t-shirt that we definitely sold them, and they look at me with anticipation, and I give them the blankest possible. The t-shirt will need to say, Justin, this is from that time you guys talked about. It was a bit that you did. What can I get 3 clean? What do you guys in your head? How does Dougbater say his own name?
Dougbater. Dougbater. I like that one. Dougbater.
Oh, that's when he's like playing basketball.
Yeah. Then he's Emo Thunder.
You guys want to hear another question?
Could come in like Mike Jones does on a track where he's just like, Dougbater, like yells it pretty loud.
Yeah.
Or you could do like a Jason Derulo thing. Dougbater.
Yeah. My partner surprised me and packed up all our fall decorations this year. When I asked where the 2 real mini pumpkins from the grocery store went, They responded, which pumpkins? All of them look fake. Brothers, what do I do? I don't want to undo their hard work, but I also don't want to possibly create a stanky situation for next year. Not possibly. Definitely.
Well,
I can't remember if I already threw the real money pumpkins out or not. Context, there are 8 perfectly packed boxes with everything wrapped in newspaper already on the garage top shelf. That's from Stinker Treat in SoCal. Wow.
Well, oh, wait, okay,
Immediate
hold on.
reaction. That's a lot of fall time decorations.
Good news.
Okay.
At worst, it's only a quarter of those boxes that will be contaminated. It will not reach beyond. If there's one pumpkin in one box and another pumpkin in another box, and there's 8 boxes, that means 6 untouched boxes.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Or potentially 7. Maybe both pumpkins ended up in the same box. And then it's like that maybe whatever's in that 8th one, who gives a shit?
You raise a good point, but like if you can so if you can save future you from opening a box of puke, like this is what you'll have, right? You'll have like it's already a pain, decorations in and out, who cares? But then you open one that's like just vomit and trash. That's sad. You don't want that.
Even worse, it could attract pests. And the only animal I know that loves to eat pumpkins is a porcupine. So maybe that could actually be great. You set a little porcupine nest up in the garage.
Oh yeah, the infestation will follow. Every dirty animal loves to get their paws on rotten pumpkins. I feel like that's a big draw.
I don't want to disparage your partner here, but I've picked up real pumpkins and I've picked up fake pumpkins. And the difference between the two is noticeable.
Not mini pumpkins. Mini pumpkins.
Are we talking about the little gourds that are like that small? Because I think those things last forever.
They maybe could hang. I feel like the tiny little gourds could hang.
They have very little juice inside.
There's no juice. There's not much pumpkin juice in the little ones. If you try to ever eat one of those like an apple, there's not a lot of juice to go around.
Have you?
I think you're good.
Did you do that?
My daughter's decorated 2 pumpkins with like paint and stuff this year, and they're still sitting on our porch because I can't quite puzzle this one out. Can't quite figure it out what to do with these guys.
Oh, you throw them away?
Yeah, but they really like it. They're really proud of them.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, though, you got to teach hard lessons.
It's true, Trav.
Take a picture of it. Take a picture of the picture.
I have to be careful. My daughter made a cat out of trash when she was 3, and it's still in her room.
Yeah.
Trash cat?
A good point.
Yeah, trash cat.
Wait, which daughter?
What? Well, I mean, Charlie. Yeah.
She was 3 a long time ago.
Yeah. Trash cat's been there a long time. And I'm not, he's got a fucking stupid Diet Dr. Pepper body and a Cool Whip tub head, and I hate him. He's been in my house longer. You know, he's been in the house longer than Cooper has. It's more Trash Cat's home than Cooper's.
Does she routinely check up on Trash Cat to make sure he's still around?
You want to hear some fucking wild Slumdog Millionaire shit? It's like last year, she had a project where she had to make a recycled toy, and she didn't tell us about it. And then, like, the morning of, she's like, oh, I was supposed to make a recycled toy. And guess who was there? Trash Cat. And I was like, this is amazing. We're finally, I can't believe it. We saved Trash Cat for a reason. But then after that, I kind of felt like it's time for funeral with a friend. You know, like he served his like this is what he was put here for.
His unfinished business.
Now. Like
where was that character in Charlotte's Web? That's like after the pig put the thing in the web, like, wow, that's amazing. Well, completed his purpose, I guess. Wait, why are you all looking at me like this? Wait, I'm just saying, he put the thing in the web. Pretty cool, he did it.
But that is Charlotte's Web. She's like, she makes a picture so good with her ass that she can die. That's it.
Yeah.
She makes the picture to save Wilbur.
Right.
The pig.
And she does it so good, she's allowed to die.
Travis is saying that in this story, Wilbur gets the blue ribbon, and the farmer is like, wow, damn, first place. Great job, pig. You're done now. You did what all pigs can aspire to. It doesn't get better than this. You are now sandwiches.
After Charlotte kicks it, how long do you think before they're like, hey, that pig hasn't spun any more webs in a while? You notice that?
Yeah.
Is he done? Can we stop his whole thing?
If Travis, you just reminded me of this wild thing that, like, a talking animal is one thing, but humans who are like God, that's a cool web. Must have been a cool pig that did it.
Yeah,
and no
it
one's
says
like,
some
"Stop."
pig in it.
It says some pig. He's braggy, but I guess he can. He shoots webs out of his ass.
Hey, Wilbur, listen, some people came by. We need you to make another web, okay, buddy? Nobody believes us. Please, it's in 6 months.
The
you
Ripley's
haven't
people-
spun a single web out of your pig ass. Please. I'm just saying, he maybe had 3 months
They
after
might have
that.
just been big Spider-Ham fans. Maybe that was it. Like, I can't believe Spider-Ham's secret identity is Wilbur the pig at our farm. We can't eat this delicious boy.
It would have been cool if before Charlotte oofed, Wilbur was like, real quick, before you beef it, can you just write on a web, I need hamburgers. And then you can die. Like,
Or I need hamburgers,
right now.
comma. There's going to be a long one, but what else are you going to do?
Maybe get your kids on it.
I need hamburgers, comma, and then I'm retiring from web making forever.
Do you think he ever had a moment where he's like, I don't want to be kind of a shithead, but you misspelled retiring. I do need you to get up there and fix this. I don't want them to think I'm a dumb magic pig. I want them to think I'm a smart magic pig.
And if you could have it on my desk by end of day Thursday, that would be just fantastic.
Hey, bad news, Charlotte. I know it's Christmas Eve, but PepsiCo just paid for a branded web, and you got to crank that out by dawn. They're going to be here with a street team. Jamie Kennedy's involved. It's a big cross promotion, but you got to shit out a PepsiCo web.
I can't hang out. I'm going to clubbing with the Paul brothers, so I need to go, Charlotte. But you got this, right? Templeton will help you or whatever. Bye.
Bye.
I actually need you to print a redaction to an earlier web. Is that something that you're comfortable with? Or
Hey, Charlotte, I got into some trouble with the Paul brothers last night. We got up to no good. I need you to write a lengthy apology for me that I can post on
You
Instagram.
could actually spin a picture of the Notes app. If you could
That
do
would be
that,
just
make it
great.
look like the Notes app in the web, that would be
I
great.
love that. Hey, Charlotte, I lost it all in crypto, so I'm gonna need you.
Every time Charlotte spins a web, it mines 1/10. I don't care what you write, just keep those coins coming.
Hey, we're gonna need to sell your webs as NFTs. So if you could just make a bunch of, I don't know, chimps with hats
make
or
like a
something, I'd love
million
that.
unique webs. Oh, you're dead art. Shoot. Hey,
Shit.
kids. Hey, baby spiders.
You know, before your mom died, she told me that her last wish was for you
She
guys
had-
to make a bunch of NFTs for me.
How do you spell I need a laptop out here? Well, I'll walk you through it.
What is that, Comic Sans? Get your shit together, Spider number
Get it
6.
together.
Can I have a name? When you earn it.
When you earn.
Hey, okay, Wilbur has written it. See here, it says thick lady pigs. He's written it with 2 C's. I guess we have to honor it. I mean, he gets what he wants.
Was he trying to Google search? What was he doing?
It's getting all surface. Searching the web. Okay, let's take a break. We'll take a quick trip to the money zone.
It's better with you.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to commercials.
Oh, the best part.
The part of the show that it doesn't have as many jokes per capita.
But it's
In
still
it.
there.
But you got to do it because without commercials,
Uncle Sam doesn't survive.
Uncle Sam dies.
That's right.
In his house, cold and hungry.
That's true.
But you know what? It can be fun too.
Yeah, let's make it fun.
If you have a good time with it, it can be fun. Justin's not here because he has a diarrhea.
Yeah.
He has a diarrhea. Babbel is our first sponsor. And this holiday season, if you're looking for a unique gift that inspires curiosity, travel, and culture, why don't you give the gift of Babbel? And you're probably saying to yourself, that's like a technology app. How is that going to fit inside of the box? Well, listen, it's 2022. It's not all about boxes anymore.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes the best gift of all doesn't come in a box. It comes in your heart. And also on your phone as a subscription to Babbel.
Think about this. You could give someone you care about very deeply the ability to learn how to say diarrhea in a bunch of different languages.
Exactly. And so it's like, imagine that it is like a box, and then they open it up, and it's like, oh, you got me Spanish.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Thanks to Babbel's fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, you'll finally be able to discover the wonder that comes with learning a new language. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans.
Oh, no. Ew.
It's so gross to me. Because why have cyber when you can have the real thing? Because Babbel was created by over 150 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, not cyber people. Not cyber. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and your accent.
Now, that part is cyber. So
that
it's important that there's
cyber.
a little cyber in there.
I mean, you got a little bit of cyber. It is still an application after all.
True.
Right now, you can get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/mybrother. That's BABBEL.com/mybrother for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
Now, I would like to pitch a version of Babbel, if you're listening, Babbel, a version of Babbel that's just called like Babbel Real. And when you sign up for Babbel Real, 150 language experts come live with you for a year.
Yes.
And they just teach you in your house how to speak every language on Earth.
They'll feed themselves.
Yeah. Your food.
Have to
they'll eat your food. You won't have to chew it up.
Right, but you don't have to like feed them hand to mouth like you have to do with a lot of other language applications.
Now, Griffin, I don't know if you know this. It's the holiday season.
I know. Yeah, no, I know.
You did? Okay. And it can get a little bit chaotic. And no matter how prepared you think you are, no matter how much, man, every year, it gets to be like the week before. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to buy something for Griffin.
Yeah.
Every year I forget to buy something to Griffin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because you give me a lot of like teddy bears.
Yeah. Well, I can get those like at the gas station.
Right. And I know always that's what is happening.
Yeah. Because they still kind of smell like gasoline a little bit because I do rub them on the ground outside.
And I always say, this is gas station, isn't it? So it's like you're not being particularly clever about it.
Yeah, but this year, I'm going to buy you a teddy bear from the gas station. But then I'm going to ship it to you using Stamps.com because Stamps.com is my one-stop shop for all my shipping needs and mailing needs. And I get access to both USPS and UPS services. So I could send you a gas station teddy bear through both of those and see which one gets there first.
Huge for me.
Because I can do it right from my computer with no lines, no traffic, no hassle. Rates are constantly changing, but with Stamps.com's Switch and Save feature, you can easily compare carrier rates so you know you're getting the best deal in real time. So this holiday season, trade late nights for silent nights and get started with Stamps.com today. Stamps.com for all your gas station teddy bear needs.
I'm Jordan Crucchiola, the host of Feeling Seen, where we talk about the movie characters that make us feel seen.
And I'm the show's producer, Marissa. Jordan, you've interviewed so many directors, actors, writers, film critics, and I like to play this little game where I take a sip of coffee every time someone says, "That's such a great question."
"That's such a fabulous question."
Or they tell you how smart you are.
"I think that you are rather brilliant."
And of course, the big one is
when they cry
unexpectedly. Yes.
Jordan, I don't want to cry on your podcast.
I wasn't expecting to cry.
I mean, it makes me kind of want to cry.
Feeling Seen comes out every Thursday on MaximumFun.org. Listen already. What are you waiting for?
Jordan, that's such a great question.
Hal Lublin here with breaking news on a revolutionary form of entertainment, professional wrestling. For more, we go to our correspondent, Danielle Radford.
Professional wrestling is the craze that's sweeping the nation, featuring fisticuffs and colorful costumes.
But who can help us make sense of this world of body slams? Lindsay Kelk has the answer.
Sources tell us of an amazing podcast called Tights and Fights, filled with discussions of the absurdity of professional wrestling, plus all the sincerity and hilarity that you could shake a stick at.
Listen to the Tights and Fights podcast every week.
Find it on Maximum Fun or wherever you get your podcasts.
And your old-timey radio.
Another question.
All right, you're the boss. 3 years ago, I went to my first Candle Nights White Elephant gift exchange at my job. I was gifted a cartoonish 10-gallon cowboy hat crafted entirely from Bud Light beer cases. Whew, sick.
That's fun.
That's cool. Thinking nothing of it, I regifted it to my father-in-law. Now, after the pandemic, folks at work are asking about the hat and trying to track it down. Apparently, it was a regift fixture of the Christmas parties.
Oh, fuck.
And my boss's boss misses it. Brothers, it's been 3 years, and I don't even know if my father-in-law has the hat. What do I do? That's from Hatless in Houston.
I mean, the obvious first answer is ask your father-in-law if he still has the hat.
We have to assume that's happened already. No, actually, we don't. There's a lot of, I would not, I mean, my father-in-law, I don't think I would ask Tommy, like, you got that hat I gave you? That would be a
there's no
I'd probably
fucking
avoid.
way Tommy would get rid of a cool Bud Light.
Yeah, that's
cowboy
true.
hat.
He's a man of taste and distinction. He would keep the Bud Light hat around.
Now, I will say, I know I flippantly said just ask your father-in-law, but you do run the risk of, if the answer is no, if your father-in-law is the type of person that's like, gonna, one, tell you he got rid of a gift you gave him, and two, does he then feel bad now that you've asked, so you've introduced guilt into the mix as well.
Yeah, it's like pay it backward. It's like this is this is your burden. This guilt that I feel now is also yours.
I don't know if this helps you.
Because we're family.
Question asker, I don't know if this helps you, but I think it's real messed up for someone to give you a gift and like at a White Elephant exchange without telling you the context of like, and next time you'll pass this on to somebody else. And then just expecting you to assume that what you didn't know is this cartoonishly oversized 10-gallon hat made out of Bud Light cases is very important to our company.
Special.
You could tell him, actually, I gave it to my father-in-law so he could regift it at another party, and their party doesn't have as much around the holidays. So it really means a lot to them. It really meant a lot to them to have a special Budweiser hat that they could pass around.
Well, you see, I was wearing the hat because I cherished it so much when I was walking by and I saw a burning building and there were children inside and I rushed in to save them and the hat valiantly gave its life to protect me from a falling beam.
It was actually really sad. My father-in-law, I gave him the hat and he gave me 24 loose Bud Light cans that had no container. And it's like, that's Christmas, you know? That's Christmas.
Yeah. I gave it to my father-in-law and he ate it.
Can you make a new hat out of whatever the Bud Light cans the case looks like now? Obviously, it's going to be different. But if you bring it in and somebody be like, this is a different hat, you can be like, yeah, this one's light. This is a light hat.
This is an 11-gallon hat.
This is Bud Select 11 gallons. This is a much nicer hat. Give this to your boss's boss. Tell him it's a nicer hat in every way. It was featured in Southern Style magazine.
Maybe you just go around to everybody in the office and say, hey, I threw away the hat and I'm sorry. And here's a $15 gift card to Sheetz. If you do that with everybody.
Everyone? What if it's a large company?
There's only 6 people. There's only 6 people. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
How do you
a
know
possibility.
that?
What?
How do you know that?
That's so funny that you asked that.
You checked LinkedIn.
What?
You checked LinkedIn.
I interned with the company for
cool.
a couple summers. Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough environment. It was.
Did you ever get the hat?
Did you guys ever see Boiler Room with Vin Diesel?
All the time.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was. I'm just saying, it's a sick flick.
Yeah,
I've seen it all the time.
Yeah.
That was when you had a pretty long commute, right? Because where were they based?
Where
were they based? You had, go ahead. Say it.
Scanlon.
Scanlon's.
Oh.
Scanlonburg.
Out of
that's the good
Maryland. Scanlonburg, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do they make? What do they make?
What's
what do
their
they
business?
do?
They make life easier for a lot of really deserving customers every day.
Okay.
So
as
they
long
just
as
make
there's not
miracles
more than
happen?
six customers that need assistance.
So what
Because otherwise they're
specifically?
maxed
So
out.
what specifically did you do? Like, what was your
my
day-to-day
job
like?
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the honeycomb guy. I was the guy who would come after they put the honey in the jars. I was the guy who'd come and reclaim the comb and suck whatever honey I could out of it. And then
And that was a paid position?
It was an internship. I mean, but I was paid in honey, so I would suck the honey out of the combs that they couldn't squish out.
Yeah.
And then I would put those in bottles to sell at like discount stores.
From
like
your
Dollar
mouth
General.
to the bottle?
I had a dental dam, like a.
Was there a risk of bees
in there?
What?
A risk of bees?
There's always a risk of bees. That's no different from any other job. I could work on a freighter. You know, when I was out in Alaska on the crabbing ships and stuff, you didn't ask them about bees, but bees were a constant problem.
They
on the ship?
Who knows?
When you're in port at a particularly like flower
arboreal. Yeah, sure.
Did you guys have a ship's bee like they used to have ship's cats?
What?
They have one bee.
Bees can't live in the ocean if you take a bee in the ocean, it dies.
I love, Justin, how sort of the info you were giving us about your job went from being not specific at all to I sucked honey. I would shotgun honey out of the nest and then spit it into jars to be sold at Dollar General. I found that helpful for me to know what you were talking about.
Yeah, I feel like a little context. They said it was top secret, the work I was doing. But
government
like
work?
was a safe place. What?
Was it government work?
I've said too much. We should ask another question. That would be ideal, I think.
Hey.
I want a munch.
Squad.
I want to munch.
Squad.
Welcome to Munch Squad. It's a podcast within a podcast profiling latest and greatest in brand eating. And folks, I'm so excited to tell you. We've talked about the Subway series. If you know this, the Subway series is not the Yankees versus the Mets like that. It's a Subway series in New York. This is a Subway series that Subway does where basically they were like, we're tired of making so many different sandwiches.
Yeah.
Here's 12 of them.
Yeah.
Please don't order other things other than this.
These are the easiest 12 sandwiches to make. We can't teach people how to make 13 fucking sandwiches, guys.
We're tired of this. So we now have Subway creates footlongs made from cookies. Subway, the brand, this is going to trip. The brand that sells more freshly baked cookies than any other restaurant company in the United States.
That can't be true.
I buy a cookie every time I go to Subway.
I'm just saying that there's like the Great American Cookie Company where their whole deal is cookies.
Subway is the number one fast food franchise in America. There's more Subways than anything else. They're number one. So it would make sense that if they sold cookies, they're the number one cookie place. But we're getting hung up on. Inspired by the Subway series signature subs, cookie lovers can sink their teeth into 4 limited edition footlong flavors exclusively at Cookie Way, the brand's pop-up restaurant that serves only its fan favorite cookies.
4 cookies.
So let's talk about. Let's talk about
cookie restaurant, a restaurant that sells just the 4 cookies.
First up is the Subway Cookie Club, just like the perfect combination of proteins on Subway's number 11, which is ham, roast beef, and turkey. But this one has double chocolate.
My favorites.
Just like the perfect combination of proteins, the Subway Cookie Club stacks cookies on cookies.
I say proteins.
With a double chocolate cookie base and vanilla frosting, then topped with chocolate chip, white chocolate macadamia, and raspberry cheesecake cookie chunks, rainbow sprinkles, and chocolate raspberry sauce. The Mexicali.
Whoa.
Inspired by the south of the border flavor of the number 7, the Mexicali starts with a vanilla sugar cookie base, smothered in dulce de leche, then topped with mole and corn nuts, drizzled with white chocolate sauce, and finished with ground coffee, tahini, and espresso chips. I think you guys have suffered long enough not being able to see these bad boys. So let me just hook you up real quick.
That's a lot. That's a lot of flavors.
Yeah, it's a complex cookie experience.
It's a lot of flavors and textures.
You guys seeing this? Is it loaded for you yet? No. Are you seeing it?
No.
Okay, hold on.
It also bothers me to think about, oh my Lord.
Holy shit, gang. Juice,
these are cookie boats.
It's a footlong. I mean, it's a footlong. It's a footlong sub. It's a footlong cookie sub. Can you describe for the listeners, Griffin, what they are seeing?
No, I can't describe what for the listener. I can't at all. It's, I mean,
if I might attempt, imagine you have a plank of cookie, and then you loaded a bunch of toppings into a cannon, and from about 8 feet away, launched said toppings at your plank of cookie. And then a man on a 30-foot high ladder attempted to drizzle stuff on them. This looks like a family double dare challenge in cookie form.
If I could try, I think it looks like an open casket funeral for some gorp made by a psychopath.
Yeah.
Trav, are you able to zoom? Can you see the cookies with any level of specificity?
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to put a link to this image in the chat, right? So you can just look at this image, because I need you to look at this and guess for me what you think is on the number 2 cookie.
Is that the second from the bottom or the second from the top?
Second from the top.
Oh my Lord, Justin, just looking at it, pickles, peanut butter, potato chips, strawberries,
bacon crumbles,
of course.
Sour cream?
That's marshmallow cream on top of a vanilla sugar cookie base, topped with salty potato chips, savory bacon crumbles, and Subway's brand new dill pickles.
Lordy Lou.
Bringing together two of Subway's most iconic menu items, foot-long subs and Subway cookies, was the only way we could top our celebration of National Cookie Day from last year when we opened the first Cookie Way, says Paul, who works at Subway. We wanted to give Subway fans even more cookie to love, with flavors and ingredients that are just as craveable as the sandwiches they're inspired. Do you think these are just as they may be just as craveable as a place that when people said that's not tuna, all of America said, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds good.
You know what?
That tracks.
3 out of 4 of these have things jammed on top as though a Subway city council decided they were sick of people taking naps on these.
Yeah,
and
these are brutalist
They're keeping
cookies.
pigeons away.
Yeah, these look like they're designed to challenge you to try to figure out how to eat them. I find within myself a boiling anger from witnessing these.
We can't feed everybody in this country, but we're going to do this. We'll just have these benches, these edible benches.
These look like if all 6 of our children were let loose in a Subway cookie factory and given complete reign to do whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah.
And they started on cookie number 1, looking for a cookie they'd eat. And by cookie number 4, they were like, we're going to force our parents to eat these and it'll be funny as shit.
It looks like a nightmare. It looks like the thing you would dare little Greg to eat at the lunch table for $5 that 5 of your friends pooled $1 in to get him to eat this mess.
Oh God, what a wreck. Thank you so much for listening to our program. We hope you've enjoyed yourself and had a lot of fun, and you're having you're staying festive in this. We're starting to honor candle nights. I don't know if you are in your heart. You can come whenever you wanted to.
Speaking of,
this
Saturday is our Candle Nights virtual special. It's December 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Video on demand is available through January 2nd. And tickets are on sale now at bit.ly/candlenights2022, Candlenights 2022. And all proceeds from that go to benefit Harmony House in our hometown of Huntington, West Virginia. That's this Saturday. Do not miss it. Listen, we have staffing people, and they've witnessed many candle nights over the years. And they're like, this one might be the funniest one yet.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
So take that, haters.
Sorry, haters. People who work for us says it's good. Haters.
People whose jobs depend on us liking them say it's good.
That's
not everybody calls their employees staffing people because they forget the word employee.
Yeah.
But that's how we do. We're an unconventional business.
We ride razor scooters around the office, and some of them look like tiki huts.
It's not a desk, it's a beanbag.
Let's go down to the think tank, staffing people.
Pre-order perks for the Adventures Zone 11th Hour graphic novel are live. That book comes out February 21st, 2023, which is coming up quite soon.
It's a really good book.
It's a really, really good book. You can go to theadventurezonecomic.com to pre-order, and you can submit your receipt at bit.ly/11th hour pre-order. That's spelled out, not the numeral 11, to get a lenticular sticker featuring art from the book. It's Travis hates lenticular material, but I love how cool this sticker looks.
I'm so glad it looks cool because it feels like hell.
Feels bad to touch for Travis. Also, we got some new merch up in the merch store over at McElroymerch.com. There's a Besties ornament designed by Evan Palmer. There's a Candle Nights mug that has been on there before. We've restocked that. Also, 10% of all merch proceeds this month will go to Harmony House. We also still have ornaments available. The Shrimp Angel ornament, the Bureau Balance symbol metal ornament, and Candle Nights ornament, all designed by Brie Paulson. All at McElroymerch.com.
And thanks to Montaigne for the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You. Check that song out. And all of Montaigne's other songs. Every single one of them is equally amazing.
Yep, I agree.
No stinkers.
No stinkers in the mix. We'd tell them, too. We would tell them for sure. We have that kind of relationship where we say, listen, you got to polish up the drums on track 8. Do you want to hear something that I've been thinking about for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a little wisdom nugget.
Yes, please.
Give me a wisdom nugget.
When you open your heart to the possibilities of the universe, you can never keep out the demons from getting in.
Okay.
Just something to think about is
there actionable advice in there, or
open hearts and open minds sound great until the demons get in there. That's just something to think about. And I'm not saying don't have an open heart and open mind, but always be on the lookout and get ready to bust some demons if they do try to get in there.
My name is Justin McElroy.
They're very real. They're very real.
Oh, real? Wait, these are literal demons.
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis
Constantine's
McElroy.
a made-up movie. No one can fight a demon. I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother and me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Audience supported.